Is it recording? Boom, we're back. Week 4 now, is it?
Yeah.
Is it week 4?
No, 3. Week 3.
Week 3. Week 3. In the first game, Wolves City. What are we saying for that one?
What are we saying for that one? I mean, your team, man. It's your team, innit?
We've lost points though, haven't we?
Yeah, you have.
We've lost points, and I think this early on in the season, it's a bit hard to take.
I mean, it's definitely not the start of season you had last season. I mean, 18 games consecutively.
No, that wasn't straight away though, but it was a great start.
Yeah, it was a great start.
The thing is though, Wolves are like,
Wolves.
they're doing good.
Yeah.
Wolves. Oh, Wolves.
Wolves.
Wait. Before we carry on, as you can tell, different scenery, obviously. Switching it up every video.
We've just got to
switching it up every
This
video.
one's for Oliver. We've got to flip the switch every week.
Yeah.
We've got to do it. But
he's going to be flipping the switch.
There's a little teaser for you that you've probably already seen halfway through.
Yeah.
That he's doing.
Yeah.
So you better brace yourself. Get your seatbelts on.
No, you better get your
seatbelts
on. Yeah, right.
So Laporte bagged for us, and we had a week where an attacker didn't score.
Yeah.
And it's sort of a little bit worrying. So a bit of a piss take because we spent all that money.
We had a lot of
strike
opportunities
force
as well.
Yeah.
It's just, it is so hard to take when you lose points against little clubs because you just want to win every fucking game. You know, after last season, mate, I feel like we could beat everybody.
Everyone. That's why you have such a big target on your back. You have such a big target. All the teams are going for you.
That's it.
Like, Wolves, they didn't have the best start to the season. They didn't.
No.
But they managed to withstand against you.
What they thought is, if we can get points off City here, we can put a marker down for the rest of the season and the fans will get behind us, you know what I mean? I think Wolves this year will be a little dark horse, definitely.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
After
like
that,
we've said every video.
They've got an absolute
fantastic
midfield.
Yeah.
Mate, great. It's fucking
amazing.
Great. Their two centre mids, João Moutinho and Ruben Neves, they work off each other.
Exactly.
Moutinho's the passer and Neves is just, he does all the hard work.
Exactly.
We want Neves, don't we?
Yeah.
I've said that before.
Ruben Neves. But the thing is, with a team like yours, you don't need him. Have you seen your midfield?
But what you've got to think of,
even if you lose Fernandinho, you can still have players come into the spot where Fernandinho plays.
We don't need him. We don't need him, but he's only 22 and he looks like he could be a world beater.
That is very true.
He looks like he could be one to like started off. You know, like started off his career at Lisbon. Obviously, Lisbon was it Lisbon or Porto?
No,
it was Porto. When it was the captain of Porto, and like obviously Porto.
You ask me this question every week.
I know I'm fucking you. I'm asking you again.
Next week.
Because he's a Portuguese.
Yeah.
He's an amigo, isn't he?
Yeah,
He's
the
Portuguese.
Oh, foreign talk, he can fill me in. Anyway, Ruben Neves.
Yeah.
He's 22 years old and he's got it. And
you know, he's not world class yet. Yeah.
He's on the brink.
Hold the yet now.
He will be one. He will be one. Does he
agree.
play for Portugal much?
Ruben Neves, no.
Not really.
Not this World Cup, but I think in the coming Euros.
He'll start in the next Euros. Absolutely he will. Anyway, I had enough of that game.
Yeah, you know.
Wound me up to the maximum. Who was next?
Now we got Arsenal
West Ham.
Oh, jinx.
That was probably dubbed the trickiest game to call.
I disagree, I disagree.
No, watching Arsenal's first few games, I think it was clear to see Arsenal.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure last week I said for the controversy that West Ham
games.
But at the same time, they played against us and Chelsea.
I feel like Arsenal had to win.
Oh yeah, Arsenal definitely had to win.
In a way, West Ham needed to in a way because they lost the first two as well, didn't they?
West Ham did lose the first two, I think.
Yeah, they did. And Arsenal and West Ham were both like dubbed sort of, they could have an alright season. New manager, new players coming in.
You know, that's the thing with Arsenal though. Even though it's a new manager, the play style is exactly the same. They play exactly the same, inconsistent as fuck. They don't use the players that they bought. No. Aubameyang, this game, what the fuck did Aubameyang do? You had Monreal, you had Diop and Welbeck scoring.
Spending 60 mil on Aubameyang and Welbeck scoring. Aubameyang, great. Mate, Aguero in his first few seasons was bagging every other game. You know what I mean? Exactly. Aubameyang needs to do that. Exactly. He's not been that lively. And what I was saying before is, Arsenal now, I think they're coming a bit unstuck because their style of play is what everyone... their Arsenal style of play typically was always passing football.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And everyone else in the league now is trying to implement it. And everyone's catching up to their style of play. But they just have better players.
Exactly.
So I feel like Arsenal...
The thing is, they have such a deadly attack but such a weak defence.
The defence is catastrophic.
Absolutely.
Rob Holding's their best centre-half. Because Mustafi is a shambles.
Oh, he has been.
Mustafi got pushed by Aguero. Aguero literally rolled the back on him.
Mustafi is probably the most overrated centre half in the league. Everyone says about him, oh, he's a decent player. I do not see anything in him.
No.
Is like timing. You're like when the like that with Aguero, his timing and like positioning on a football pitch is piss poor. He's like their best on their day, or Koscielny. But Koscielny's not one of them. He's not progressed, has he?
No, he hasn't.
No. He's not progressed. He was dubbed. He could have been a starter for France,
he
but
could.
he's stuck in the pecking order to Varane and City now.
He's stuck with the style of play he's always had.
Yeah.
You know, he grew that one bit. He became a very.
He likes to pass it out from the back, but he doesn't have the plays in front of him.
To give.
But on the positive note, I say it every week that what's he called now? I think it's Nuzi. CDM who looks a bit like David Luiz. He's different gravy, mate.
He is different,
but he won't be.
Very young as well. Him as well.
Yeah, he's only 19. Yeah. But he's got the physique of quite a lot. If he bulks up a bit, he could be a superstar.
Oh yeah, I think so.
He could be the difference.
It's hard to say though, isn't it? It's hard to say.
He's similar to Richarlison, where I don't think he'll stay there much longer. Yeah. He'll get spotted by Barca.
Oh yeah,
definitely, and he'll go. You know what I mean? He's a bit like a Verratti, like a taller Verratti type player. What opinions on West Ham this season? Where do we think they're going to finish?
You know what?
Mid-table.
I'm going to think they'll finish 3/4 down.
14, 15.
I think so. I don't think they'll relegate, but I think they'll finish 3/4 down.
They definitely won't relegate because of the players they have.
Exactly.
But it's typical teams doing this where Everton last season.
Yeah.
The thing is,
they bought 8 class players. They bought in Sigurdsson and that. You know what I mean? They got Rooney. I mean, and there was other players that signed it, and you've looked at them and thought they could maybe even push for top 4.
The thing is though, this Premier League
West
season
Ham
could
are the
be
same.
one of the best. This Premier League season could be possibly one
because
of the best. Especially what we will see.
For example, the likes of West Ham who they're signing, Yarmolenko. Felipe Anderson, United wanted him.
Yeah.
But you can't just sign players and expect to have instant success. You've got to
Well, think about it. When we were doing the prediction video, I think the top 4 this season was so hard to call.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, it was.
Definitely.
Just because of, most clubs, bar City had signed quite a decent deal.
And you just didn't know who could
City,
finish where.
Yeah. It was more a talk of could anyone catch up to City, and Liverpool have looked like they have done already, you know what I mean? But I still don't think Liverpool win the league.
What you got to think about, we're just 3 weeks in, it's still
really
early game.
Southampton could win the league.
From what we've seen from 3 weeks in, Arsenal haven't performed, even though they've made amazing signings so far.
But to be
Chelsea
honest,
have performed.
Arsenal's one of them where you don't no one really expected them to perform. Obviously, you had them people who were saying, "Watch out for Arsenal, watch out for Arsenal." But now, since the first week, you see Arsenal's style of play. New manager, complete same shit.
Yeah, but again, people were saying, our friends were saying, Tottenham, they're going to do crap, they signed no one. Look at them, they're doing bit.
I think Arsenal, though, are a 3-year building job where the first year is to get the play. No, the first year is to try and start their style of play. And then the second year is where you proper start to building the play, the players, and then maybe push up the league a little bit more. They're not going to get top 4 this year. Definitely not going to get top 4. I can't see it. And then the third year maybe push, you know what I mean, for the league if they want to, because they've got the players, haven't they, on paper. Aubameyang, mate. The name of Aubameyang.
It's scary.
It is.
Well, but then again,
it was
scary. He was top 3.
It was scary.
In the world.
The thing is though, I have friends who were saying for Dortmund, when you look at him, in the big picture, he's a big name, but he's actually a really shocking player. Apparently for Dortmund, he missed more opportunities than he scored.
Yeah, apparently I've.
Well, that's with a lot of strikers, though, isn't it? Obviously you're gonna miss more opportunities.
What you've got to think with that is how good is he really then? Because if he can improve on his finishing, like you say, he missed more than what he scored, but he still scored 30 goals every year. So imagine if he gets his finishing up.
But we also got to remember he's
got the pace for days, hasn't he? Yeah, it is.
Look at this league,
Anyway, like I said, it's the third week in, we can't say anything. Next game.
It's mad how we just spent almost 5 minutes talking about fucking Arsenal.
Arsenal, they won't even get top 4, the goons.
Right.
Bournemouth, Leicester.
Everton. Bournemouth, Everton.
Me sideways. Bournemouth played Leicester last week.
You should know your boy got red carded, didn't he?
Right.
Well, he was my boy. Fuck now, Joe. Apparently, it wasn't actually a red card, and I looked at it. And it wasn't a red card.
You see,
so I've lost 3 points on fantasy.
I don't think it was.
It wasn't because it wasn't a deliberate headbutt.
Yeah.
He jumped and just sort of landed on him.
Yeah.
Right, and I think the guy behind him sort of put his force, so rather than just, you know what I mean, jumping the
You
back.
know what? Everton gave away a penalty as well later on in the game.
Yeah,
I mean,
so it's hard
for Bournemouth, I mean, both teams were playing with 10 players. Well, Everton was playing with 10 players from very early on.
What happened in the game?
Richarlison got kicked off.
Big incident
just
in the
before
game.
half
Yeah,
time.
on the 41st minute.
Yeah, so that would have been hard for Everton.
Exactly, and then Bournemouth only got the red card on the 61st minute.
But
so it was 20 minute difference.
what happened in the game? Like big incidents, like sort of summarised the results.
Yeah.
So they got a red card, and then they were on top because of it. So and then they got one, so it come. You know what I mean? They got back into the game.
Then again, like we said last week, Walcott scoring another one.
I know.
I mean, people we know are saying.
I'm a hater. I'm a hater of Walcott. I love me.
I'm not.
He could this season. No, he will not. I'm not having it. I'm not jumping on the bandwagon with him. I can't be arsed with him.
I'm just saying.
He's a plum.
I can see him doing.
He's a plum.
I think he'll get 12 goals.
12 goals for the season.
I do.
You know what? I don't know.
I don't think he'll get 20.
I think he might do. I think he might do.
Walcott always has a good month and then a shit 6 months.
Yeah.
That's the thing with him, in my opinion. He's done it before at
So
Arsenal.
look at this Everton team.
Do you not remember when Walcott played up
Yeah,
front
but look
for
at
Arsenal?
Look at Arsenal together.
Arsenal are better than Everton by a country fucking.
Arsenal are well better.
You're right, but at the same time, Everton are one of those teams where it's like, oh god.
To be fair, Arsenal and Everton are probably on the same page at the minute for quality, really. Because
especially
Everton have got a better defence.
Richarlison's been like.
Yeah.
But yeah, like we said last week, Walcott he is much better at Everton than he was.
He's like he's matured and he sort of knows his role. Rather at Arsenal, he thought he was the top boy because everyone dug the next big thing when he wasn't.
You know what? But I feel like I feel like it's going to end up the same way here, like because of the team he's playing for, I think.
I want to see what Everton will do this season.
But he's getting on a bit for me to say, oh yeah, he could be shit up.
Yeah.
He could have been and he didn't.
But like he's saying, you know. We just got to see Everton this season.
Because think about it, Richarlison, he's just been called up for Brazil as well.
Yeah.
They're not doing too bad in the league.
Exactly.
I think you can't jump on anything yet. Third game.
No,
I'd say give it a few months to decide where we think people.
After a few months, it's when we can really decide who we think is going to be top.
But back onto Walcott, like I think Walcott's an out-and-out striker.
Oh yeah.
He's not a winger.
No, definitely
because he can do it all where he can beat the player.
Exactly.
But if he, up top, he's got that extra bit of pace that troubles defenders. Whilst a winger, there's full backs that can keep up with him rather than centre backs that can't keep up with him. So I think he's designed to be a striker.
Right.
And whenever he is, he gets a bloody informed card.
Yeah, that's true. Huddersfield Cardiff, worst game of the week by far, as we predicted.
Not even point. Like I said before, he may as well just sit on the top of a fucking on a bridge, throw 22 snails, and so you can run. Exactly. And it'd be more entertaining
than Huddersfield Cardiff.
Shit.
Very.
I mean,
Huddersfield got a red card. Cardiff couldn't do anything about it.
Exactly.
Is worrying.
I mean, Huddersfield, from obviously they only got the red card on the 63rd minute. So from prior to that, they weren't able to do anything against
None of them were. I was watching Sky Sports News, and the commentator was basically saying, "I want to fuck off."
Man was basically asleep. He was basically asleep.
I know. He was snoring, mate. It was like the Theatre of Dreams. It was like Old Trafford. Everyone goes and just fall asleep. That's why it's called the Theatre of Dreams. Do you not know that? Flag its ass, mate.
Well, we'll talk about United later.
Save that till later. That little surprise.
Surprise that you've already seen.
I said surprise. I keep doing that. It's winding me up.
Right. Southampton, Leicester.
Leicester win.
You know what? I think we all predicted the Leicester win last week.
It was just one of them. Southampton and Leicester, they're both teams where a few years ago you looked at them and you thought, oh shit, I don't want to play them.
No.
I really don't want to play them because it's
especially a couple of years ago, especially when Leicester won.
I'm proud of Leicester.
Southampton were always a good footballing side, and Leicester were always a counter-attacking team.
Yeah.
So they were.
But they're both mid-table teams. They're not higher, they're not lower.
But obviously, I think Southampton are dropping off more than Leicester.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I agree.
I think Leicester are still they've got.
You know what? No, I'll give it to Southampton. I'll give it to them because they managed to get a red card in the 77th minute, and they only conceded 2 goals. I mean,
what you've got to think about.
The thing is, though, Jim Vardy was out.
That's what I was saying. I was about to say that.
Jim Vardy
what you've got to think about is,
and obviously,
but he's Slabhead got
and then Maguire got the 92nd minute goal.
Slab Frank.
Nice Slabhead.
So there's not really much to say about that game. That's a mid-table game.
It's
where
just one of those.
Give it a few months and we'll see where they are again. You know what I mean?
Mid-table again.
Liverpool-Brighton, the tabletop.
You know what? This game really surprised me.
Yeah, it did with me.
I thought.
I'm happy for Brighton.
You know what?
It did, but it didn't
After the United performance. You know what? I thought. You know what? Brighton actually looked decent. You know.
They actually looked decent.
They actually look decent.
I
said that Brighton.
They were never going to beat 2 top 4 sides in 2 weeks. It's never going to happen. But Brighton, me and my dad clocked it. They play good football on the ground.
They do.
1-2s, you know what I mean? Against United, they fucking bullied you, you know, for the 1-2s.
Yeah.
Obviously, the next game you'll probably do it.
Yeah, hopefully.
But Brighton,
don't want to be doing another
they've just got. You can tell they work on it in training.
Yeah, definitely.
Where they'll, you know what I mean? They'll
what about
play
Salah?
possession.
What are you thinking about Salah? I mean, he scored a 23rd minute goal, but no one else was able to do it.
He will not have the same season again.
No, definitely.
The thing
not.
is,
then again, he might.
Salah scored the 23rd minute goal.
But the thing is, the start of this season has already been different for Salah. Because last season he was already scoring, and this is his first goal.
No, it's not.
No, it's his second goal. Yeah, second goal. Yeah.
I still think.
But in the second match, Mane will completely outshine him this season.
No, I don't think he will.
I think he will.
I think Mane will have a great season, but I think Salah will definitely be the one still.
Yeah.
I think Salah got put in his place.
You know what I really don't understand is how people absolutely buzz off Roberto Firmino. I'm not.
I buzz off Firmino.
Mate, I'm not a fan at all. Because I think if Liverpool, I've said it before, sign a great world-class finishing striker, they'll piss the league.
I buzz off Firmino. The way Firmino plays, I buzz off him.
I think he's more suited for a cam though. He's not a striker. He's not scored this season in 3 games.
Yeah, that's true.
The thing is, right, about
I mean, if they want to win the league, they need a striker.
Last season though, Liverpool didn't do the best, but they did pretty well, and then they got Champions League final, and all the Liverpool fans were like, "Oh, we can do something." Then they came against Real Madrid. Sergio Ramos. Boss Salah. Sergio Ramos made Salah.
Where you going with that is clever because it's like.
Well, he didn't really make him cry, did he? He played for 20 minutes and then fucking his shoulder off, didn't he?
Exactly.
And then to him last night.
Yeah, he touched his shoulder.
Yeah. The UEFA, you know, when they were doing the knockout, the group stage draws, Ramos walked past him, tapped him.
That's the thing.
On his shoulder.
Ramos, he knocked Salah off his high horse, and now Mane is going to take that spot.
I agree completely.
I can't see it.
I agree.
I still think Salah will be the top dog, just because. He's got that confidence and he feels like everything he touches.
Think about this though. If we play against them, him being on Mendy's side, Mendy's gonna do it.
Liverpool are the biggest bottle jobs in the world though. I don't even know if they'll win anything this year. I don't know.
They didn't win anything.
That's what I mean because they go on, mate. Liverpool won't be fucking remembered this season.
We got to the final. We didn't win it,
did
you? You didn't win it, did you?
And lost. Yeah, who's gonna remember you losing in the final? Nobody.
Especially the way that they lost.
Exactly.
Wasn't pretty.
So I don't care if any Liverpool fans are watching.
Exactly.
Nah, you look good this season.
Sorry, Nathan.
Yeah, sorry, Nathan, but...
Right, Watford, Crystal Palace. You know what? Big up Watford. Fuck me. Since I've been saying Watford. I'm saying like they're
third in the table.
After that, you know, after Liverpool played Palace not long ago, I thought, Palace look good here. Look a good side because they've got a solid defence. They're not so much as a great footballing side to the likes of like Brighton. They look good on the ground, and like Southampton where they can play football. I think they're just sort of like they know what they're coming into like the game to do, where they sit back and counter attack great. And I think we got a yawn coming. A yawn coming. We're doing this vid late, so that's why we're a bit sleepy. We need to start drinking soon. Actually, we're going out. So we fucked it a bit.
Should get fucked right now.
Anyway, about Zaha.
Right,
Zaha.
He's class, but the thing is, would he be class if he was in a top tier team? Yeah. Would he be class? Because it could be the same thing we were saying about Walcott last week. Because he's at a small team, he shines.
Yeah, he shines.
Same thing with Zaha. Because he's such
he's got more
team.
to play for. It's like he's trying to prove to himself to the top teams, come and buy me. Exactly. And then say for the likes, because I think he will go to Tottenham eventually, because they wanted him in the summer, but they didn't get him, obviously they didn't sign anyone.
Exactly.
And I think if he goes to Tottenham, his head might get a bit big. And
the thing is, will Tottenham do that? Because this season, who the fuck did they buy?
Yeah, exactly. Tottenham are not going to win it.
No, the thing is, I think Zaha will do well at just a slightly better team. A team like Leicester or Everton. One of those teams that isn't the best, but better than
I know what you mean, but I think with Zaha, like you're saying, he's so cocky for what he is at the minute. He's not a superstar.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I mean.
Is,
That's why I think if he went to a top tier team, he's just gonna get levered, and he's not gonna like.
If he goes to a top tier team, his head will go fucking massive,
Completely.
and then he'll try and do tricks, and then he'll lose a bit of confidence because like Kyle Walker will snap him. And
like think about this: if he does play for Tottenham and he tries to do his cocky things, he's gonna get battered.
This is all just confidence, or because he could go to Tottenham and be the best player in the league.
Yeah, you're true.
Because he's got the ability, at the end of the day. Anyway, next game.
Fulham Burnley. Fulham once again.
I thought this was going to be a 0-0, but
you know what?
4-2.
You know what? I said last week Fulham are going to impress. Fulham are there. Fulham are here to impress.
Mitrovic could be a striker this year.
He could.
Where he just gets a lot. You know, a bit like Nietzsche when Swansea had Nietzsche, where he just bags.
You know what?
He's just always in the right position.
They started off incredible. 4 minutes, then they already had a goal. Then later on, in the 36 minutes, you have Mitrovic scoring a goal. 2 minutes later, bang, he's on it again.
There was a pass
near the end of the game, my man Shirley. Near the end of the game. 20 minutes later.
Oh man, you do fancy Shirley, don't you?
I think I said that.
It's like me. It's one of them. If I was out, I had a few Jaeger bombs and Richarlison. Now I'm joking.
No.
I did say though. I did say Shirley for Fulham. He'll do well as well.
My dad will rip into me for that. We're like, fuck.
Daft.
I've not had
a few Jaeger bombs.
Just pretend I blamed it on the drinks. I've already had a few vodkas, Dad. Fuck off. Anyway, where were we?
Yeah.
Where were we? 4-2. It was one of them games. It was a hectic game, but
it was.
But it's just because both of the teams are getting very giddy. Burnley come into it thinking I'm going to sit back and try and win 1-0.
The thing is,
they conceded early, so they thought, fuck, I've got to go for this. So they came back. he was trying to yawn, but his body was telling him, don't yawn, you're on camera, don't yawn. So he just went out and looked at you and like a fucking lion. Yeah, anyway, and Burnley.
Oh, fuck, man.
Burnley thought, oh shit, we've conceded it.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck!
Do you know what?
We're going to have to go out and attack.
I
they went out and tried attacking and just got bombshelled.
You know, I think Burnley were like shitting it as well because obviously they had the game last night to try and qualify.
And they lost 4-2 in the.
I think Burnley probably would have rested. Well, they did rest players for this, didn't they? Because obviously the big game. You want the Europa League.
Now they haven't got that on their
mind.
League. Now they haven't got that on their mind. I think they might start to pick up a bit.
I don't see it. They won't get relegated because they always find ways to win.
Anyway, I guarantee they're shagging the fucking ref. Guarantee it.
They're boring though, aren't they? Anyway,
Newcastle, Chelsea. Right.
It was just Chelsea don't know that,
Chelsea are really surprising me this season. I thought they were going to be, Chelsea. The Chelsea that won the league 2 years ago.
Chelsea always start off like pretty well.
Yeah.
And people think shit, and then they sort of. Christmas time, winter time, when they have a bad season, they drop off big time.
Eden Hazard's first goal this season.
But it was a penalty.
But Hazard does bring the difference. Without him, I don't think they'd
definitely not.
They wouldn't be top. Well, they might be top 4, but they wouldn't.
But then again, look at
definitely not win the league without
Pedro in this Chelsea team's been really odd.
I know. Now
Richarlison. A lot of players have been really inconsistent.
Now Richarlison's fucking red carded for 3 games. We're gonna put Pedro in. He's 2.5 mil. Good shout. Good shout. Pedders.
Yeah,
this
but
game,
listen to that.
It was a penalty,
the
and it was an own goal. That's what won Chelsea the game.
Literally, and Newcastle, they don't put out anything to me. They don't look aside where they come up to play them and think, oh, they could trouble me. They don't. Because they're just boring, man.
They're like a mid to end table team.
They've got Christian Atsu and they don't even play him. He's on his day. He's their best player.
He came from Juventus, didn't he?
Atsu? Christian Atsu? No,
I don't think so.
I can't remember where he come from, but he's their best player and he's got the pace. I've seen him in a few games and thought, shit, he could be a little dark horse in a few years. You know what I mean? Not a bad player. But that's 2-1. That's that game. Next one.
What happened to this one, Vic?
Hang on. What did you say last week?
What did you say before?
It was the week before.
Yeah, we didn't do it last week. Yeah. Even though you should have done it.
I should have done it, but I was going to Leeds.
You lost to Brighton, now you lost to Tottenham. Yeah. So, Tabasco sauce, go on. Get it out, lad. Get it out.
This is nice.
Be quick with it.
Alright.
Mate,
I'm going to need a little count on it. I'm going to... John Alistair.
What?
I can smell it from here.
Why is it bare fucking hot? Like it hits you right. Let me have a
smell. It's as if hotness had a smell. I'm not looking forward to this, man. I'm not looking forward to it.
Go on then. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Put it up your dick.
Oh.
Right, not half it's come out. We'll get a spoon, you donut.
No. Mate.
Is that a rub?
Oh.
Hot.
Mate.
Let me smell it. Oh yeah, it has. It's just stuck on the edge.
Mate, it's fucking...
Oh shit. Let me smell it.
Yo, I'm getting a glass of milk, mate. Nah.
Fuck off.
Oh god.
Fuck that.
I don't even know which game
Anyway,
it was.
3-0.
Tottenham United.
Look, Lucas Moura.
This is what Tottenham brings to me. Love and happiness. Thank you very much, Lucas Moura.
Yo, my eyes are tearing up, man.
Really?
That's fucking disgusting.
You better not be shitting for later, you donut. Is it laxative? It's not, is it?
Fucking hot sauce, that's what it fucking is.
Is it really that hot?
Think about it this way.
You want some?
He's got about 2 seconds before he thinks he's gonna shit, and he actually shits.
Yeah. And by the time he's thinking about shitting, he drops.
I fucking hate you, United. I hate you.
I know. What?
He's a true sporting man.
Truthfully, do you think you're going to get top 4, or do you not think you're
Yeah.
close? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, top 4, yeah. Aye, fuck. You're not going to. You know why? Because you've got a few hard games coming up, like, I think, at the winter time.
And we've just
when
got...
it's all
But then again,
big
look
impacts.
at you, look.
We've
That-
City
look
have
at
just
you,
been given
that
a...
hot.
It's
Yeah,
actually
that's
not. Look at your team, though. Your team, first 8
When you have that
games.
milk on your lip, can I have it?
The first 8 games, it's complete absolute shit.
You just had a care
Like,
package
no.
of easy games.
You've won the league by September.
Nah, because we're fucked against Wolves. I've got phlegm, sorry.
Oh, it's awful. Don't do
No,
that.
truthfully, do you think United will finish top 4? I do not think they will. I don't think they will.
Truthfully, I don't know.
I don't even.
Do you know what though? Do you know what though? You were sleeping on me like last week, was it?
About
When I
Tottenham.
said about Luke Shaw. He's been called up for England.
Sleeping on you, he scored last week.
Yeah, and I said
Yeah.
he was
No,
doing
he's
good.
one of them. Luke Shaw. Like I always say, he loves a McDonald's. He fucking loves a McDonald's. He
So
goes,
would you like to see him in this England squad?
yeah, but I think there's better options out there.
I
Personally.
agree, but
Like
it's something
Ryan
else.
Bertrand and Danny Rose, in my opinion, just because they've been consistent.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not Danny Rose, but I think Ryan Bertrand is so underrated, man.
Yeah.
He'd get called up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing is with United, if you get one big injury this year, I can see you falling
oh,
off
yeah, we
big
are.
time.
We're already falling off and we got a fucking full team.
Pogba gets injured, you're fucked. Whilst De Bruyne gets injured, we go and beat Huddersfield 6-1. You know what I mean?
disgusting.
That's the difference in squad depth.
We need to fucking
between
hurry up.
City
My
and
lips are
United.
on fire.
Are they really?
On fire.
What do you think of Tottenham?
Shit. What do you think of shit? Tottenham.
You must be catastrophic then. Fucking blew you away. Lucas Moura is one of them.
You didn't really see him last season, did
Tottenham
you?
have
He
been
joined late or January.
Tottenham are strong, but I mean, Lukaku, what the fuck are you doing, lad?
No.
How do you miss that goal?
Oh my god.
If he'd have scored that, it'd have been a different game.
Have you seen
Oh,
that picture where it's
no.
like, how am I supposed to tell my
Maybe.
kids how Salah scored?
Yeah,
I think
scored this, but
Lukaku
Lukaku-
Mourinho's the king of parking the bus, so I think you'd have scored, you'd have settled for a 1-0 win. And it could have gone that way.
Could have.
You know what I mean?
I-
grab
could
your
have,
phone.
should
Do you
have.
think
Grab your phone
Mourinho
out.
needs to go?
What?
Do you
Unlock
think
your phone.
Mourinho needs
Why?
to go?
Oh, it's the last game, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it is.
Fuck.
Do you think Mourinho needs to go? Yeah.
No.
No.
Do you not?
No.
Really?
I'm generally really
Really?
Really.
Yeah, but onions are like layers. United have layers.
I like layers. Onions aren't layers, they're like
No,
layers.
United have layers. But Mourinho don't. He just loses his head and goes grey
Yeah.
in the space of 3 months and just panics. I just think Mourinho is coming to a point where he doesn't know what to do with his life.
Yeah.
He's having a fucking mental breakdown.
Yes.
Like, I don't think he'll be there. I don't think he'll finish the season.
Do you know?
But you know what I watched actually? You know the True Geordie?
I do.
I watched
I do.
his very, obviously you know him, fuck me. You know his very
Inspiration,
first video that he did, he was saying about Alex Ferguson, how he left because he realised that Liverpool and them lot were all, you know, building up and getting up United's arse and it was changing, so he left and just fucking dropped the dump on David Moyes. And I think with United you need a manager where he's there for the longevity.
I mean, Mourinho, since Sir Alex Ferguson, Mourinho's been the best
he has,
transfer
but what the fuck
United
has he
have had.
done?
Nothing.
You need to win a league, man.
You do.
The thing is, it's all good winning FA Cups. It's good.
Especially with a name as
I'd
big
like
as...
to win the FA Cup this year.
Yeah,
as
but
a City
especially
fan.
with a name as big as Man United,
Yeah.
you have to be winning the league.
You have to. You have to be up there in the Champions League. You've been getting knocked out in the group stages.
Group.
I think.
Last season against Valencia.
I think if you're not top 4 by Christmas, Mourinho could be in question.
Oh, yeah,
Big fucking
definitely.
question.
Yeah.
Could be, you know what I mean, fingers, but getting pointed.
No, it was Villa. It was Villa.
Villa.
What was it against Villa?
What?
Last season.
Sevilla.
That's the fucking one.
Aston Villa.
Yeah, Aston Villa, yeah.
Aston Villa in the fucking...
Sevilla, that's the one, yeah.
In the Championship.
Aston
Villa.
Yeah.
No, anyway, that's it for this week. It's a bit of a shorter one.
I think.
I don't fucking know, but we've got things to do. We're getting on a mad one, so it's a bit...
Well, that wasn't smart.
No, because that can end it, lad.